What's up, everybody? Quick video on the difference between wrist flexing and wrist extending and why this is important in your golf swing. So, what is wrist flexing? Wrist flexing is any time that your lead wrist, for right-handed golfers, that is your left wrist, it's going to be your right wrist for a left-handed golfer. Anytime that it feels like it is pushing out, essentially this way. Dustin Johnson, classic example of a guy who flexes the wrist, top of his swing, very flexed wrist. You see it with a lot of pro golfers. That's going to essentially help keep the club face closed throughout the swing. Does force you to have to turn the body a little bit more, but as we know, we'd always rather turn than sway toward a target. So always going to be more in favor of having a flatter lead wrist here, flexing it, bowing it is the slang term that you probably hear on television a lot for that wrist. The opposite of this is going to be extending the wrist. Anytime you are cupping the wrist, there's your slang term, right? You are actually adding a lot of loft to the club, and you're also making the shaft stand up a lot taller. It's not going to be as easy to shallow it. I can shallow it much more effectively with a flexed wrist versus an extended one. So if you have issues with slicing the ball, pulling the club to the left, those types of things, there's a pretty good chance that you are extending your wrist at some point in the downswing, maybe even very early in the backswing, and then you are maintaining that wrist condition through the rest of your swing. Simple solution. Learn to flex that wrist a little bit more. It's going to help keep the club head to the inside of your hands. That position is going to allow you much more freedom to turn toward your target and hit much better golf shots. If you have any other questions, feel free to shoot us a message or book a lesson today.